Today, we are going to go on a road trip along the southwest coast of Turkey, where we will go on a cable car ride up the mountain, see ancient ruins, see an amazing national park, some beautiful beaches, and even catch a sunset. We're starting a road trip today in this little car. I actually have a manual, so hopefully I remember how to drive this pretty well.
I just thought it out. Oh my goodness. So here we go. All right, I made a little detour today on the way to Olympus. I wanted to go on the cable car ride that goes from, I guess, a little ways up the mountain to ways away up the mountain. So it looks beautiful here. I've just parked. Now we're going to go get our tickets. This cable car is supposed to be the longest in the world. It goes to almost 2,400 meters in length. That's crazy. We finally make it to the top and we are literally in the clouds. This is amazing. This is so high up. It is noticeably cooler up here, but man, I wish we had a really good view. Sorry, my eyes are watering. Oh. I wish we had a really good view, but the clouds are blocking it. So I haven't had anything to eat. Maybe the clouds will pass over, and so I just decided to get some food up here at the cafe that they had. It's a hot dog. And a Coca-Cola. Whoa! You're not gonna see me do that. It's clearing out a little bit. A little bit better view than it was. These folks right here are about to go, I would say parasailing, but that's behind a boat. They're just gonna walk off the cliff and this parachute's just gonna take them on down. It's cleared out some. You can see the ocean, or the sea. What is that? The Mediterranean Sea there. That is so awesome. And just like that, in minutes, it is cloudy up here again. But I'm so glad we had like a little break for me to be able to see all the way down. It was so amazing. The line is quite long going back down. Olympus, take a look at this amazing view. I had to stop because it's just whoa. And that blue that you see right there is the Mediterranean Sea. And right about there, and no, I don't think there. This building is called Church 1, and it's on the northwest side of the ancient city. It's divided into two by the Oplympos River. Of the bridge they had in the ancient city. I was kind of surprised by the admission here. It was only 60 lira, which is somewhere between maybe $4 and $5 US. So, but it's not Ephesus. So, but I am pretty impressed. This is pretty cool. Towards the harbor, they have these monument tombs, which are huge. Opens up to a crazy, beautiful scene. I'm speechless. It doesn't happen often. The water here is beautiful, clear. Nice little rocky beach. What remains of the entrance to the theater. This is what remains from the seating of the theater. Significantly smaller than what's in Ephesus. Maybe 3,000 or 4,000 people would fit here. I don't know, depending on how far it actually goes up. So we're in the bishop's palace, and here is the Episcopal Church and Baptismary. And then, oh wow, if you look, see right up there, all over there, there's walls on the mountains. And I wonder what they were used for. I don't think that's accessible.
Back on the road again, the next stop is Cash. The road along the coast was so windy, but it had so much beauty at every turn. Driving down the scenic road, I found a spot
that I could pull off at, and this is amazing. Woo! I love that. So beautiful. This place beats the last place for sure. Take a look. I was only supposed to stay in Kas one night, but got to the hostel. People were great. It was so beautiful. I decided to book one more night. The guys at the hostel, I was talking to them this morning, told me some good places to go hike. So we're gonna go get the drone up and get some good shots. But first I found this spot that you gotta see. It's a turnoff on the way to where I'm going to hike. I could not find the trail where the guys at the hostel told me that it would be, so I'm taking some back roads, and the roads kept getting narrower and narrower, and now we are on gravel. I hope I don't pop a tire on some of these crazy rocks. So after further looking at the directions, I don't know if you can see it on here, but there's a dotted line. It goes all the way across the water to where I want to go. I don't know what that dotted line means, but these rocks are getting bigger and it's going further uphill. I don't want to get stuck way out there. I think maybe it's time to turn around. As I'm coming down the hill, I can feel the rocks moving from underneath the car. It does not feel good. I made it out of the rock road unscathed, thank goodness. Now I think we'll maybe head back to that beach, see if we can find the trail.
I was unable to find a trail, so it was a good day to hang out at the hostel and see an amazing sunset. If you're coming to Kas, you should stay at Soul and Blue Hostel. This place was a great find and had amazing sunsets.
The first stop of the day is Oplympos Beach. It is actually very easy to pass. If you're coming from the west going east, the parking is beforehand, and I passed the parking and then the signs. So, but if you're coming from the east, west on the coast, you would park after you pass it. So let's go check it out. I'm walking down the steps to go to Oplympos Beach, and let me tell you what, the closer you get, the more stunning. I mean, it's looked great from up top, but I can't wait to put my feet in the water. Wow, this parking lot right here only had like 5 cars in it when I got here, and it is jam-packed full. You should probably get here early.
After a short stop at the beach, it was on to Saklikent National Park.
All along the road they have a bunch of different restaurants that have these crazy looking swings and decor. So it's pretty neat, but I haven't actually found the entrance to the park yet. I was told last night at the hostel that I needed water shoes, and I thought, oh, gosh, I don't have any. I've got flip-flops, I've got tennis shoes. Flip-flops aren't good enough for where I'm going. Hopefully I'll find it okay. So I came here, there's lots of water shoes everywhere, but no 47s. When you have a big foot, it's tough to find things. This Blue River reminds me a lot of Glacier National Park, that river that kind of flows down either to or from Lake McDonald. I can't remember which one, but it's really beautiful. The entrance fee is cash only, and it is 10 lira, which is just a little over $1, but I'm so glad that I only had one that was 20 lira, so I'm glad it wasn't more than that. This canyon is spectacular. The color of the water is yet another shade of blue that I've never seen. It has like a beautiful gray blue tone to it. Gosh, I wish you could see this in person. This water is super cold. I stood in it for like 2 minutes trying to get a picture, and for a few seconds I couldn't feel my feet. But I think I'm going to try and cross over this river and see if we can get a better shot down the canyon. Ooh, current is strong. This canyon is insane. I don't know that any video that I can share with you is going to do this place justice. It is something else. But make sure that you have shoes good enough to walk down or up through the canyon. Why do I feel like this boulder reminds me of something out of the Goonies when the boulders were falling? So if you're going on a road trip, this stop is epic. I really am not trying to hype this place up too much, but I just love just to stop and take in the beauty of this canyon. As you saw, I kind of went into a slot canyon right there at the end. They won't let you go any further than that, but this was worth the flip-flop hike. was such a pleasant surprise. I had a blast, but however, it is getting late. They have so many activities here. You could spend at least a day. You could go rafting. They have parasailing. They've got all kinds of stuff. So check out this national park if you're in this way. You can thank me later. After a 2-hour drive through really steep mountains, it was actually a whole lot of fun. One of the windiest roads I've ever driven, probably more so than the road to Hana in Hawaii. It's now a 10-minute walk way downhill, which means we got to walk up back. But to Kaba Beach, from the looks of it, it's going to be amazing. If Sports Center were to do a top 5 reel in days of my life, this would make the top 5. Do you like the mountains, or how about the beach? That's the question that most people like the mountains or the beach. Guess what? I found both. I've made it to another beach I cannot pronounce, but I'm looking how far down this beach must be. I don't know if I'm gonna make it down there or not, because if I make it down, that means I gotta come back up, so we'll see. Maybe I can get some drone footage of it. Well, the good news is I got the drone up. Another good news is I can't get down to the beach from here. But the bad news is Google couldn't tell me how to get down to the beach. Morning from Fethiye. To be honest, I only spent one night here. I didn't get here so last night. I ate at a place for dinner, which was really, really good. And kind of walked around and did some work. So I didn't get a whole lot of time to really explore and do anything on this section of the road trip. The hostel I stayed at was amazing. Sakura Hostel is the name of it, and you should definitely stay there when you come here. It's right in the middle of, like, I don't know if it's considered the city center, but there's a lot of shopping, tons of restaurants nearby. One challenge that I had was finding parking. If you're coming by bus or anything, you'll be fine. But parking is very challenging. You do have to pay for parking, whether it's in a parking lot or on the street. If you park on the street, it's a little bit better deal. But I'm going to show you around a few of the things. Here's the restaurant that I went to last night. It's not open yet, but the food they had was really, really good.